Hey there, Sagittarius. This is a general reading for the week of April 4th through April 10th, 2022. We're going to start off by pulling some oracle cards to find out messages from your higher self, messages from your future self, and messages from the universe. And then we will get into particulars with some tarot cards. All right. So in terms of messages from your higher self, you have whale song resonating. So this card here kind of talks about the whales kind of communicating with each other and being kind of connected and really kind of finding your own music within you and kind of exploring your surroundings with the eyes of a child, in connecting with everything around you, as if creating music. In terms of messages from your future self, you have mountains. Stand your ground. So this is about really being firm and kind of grounding yourself deep within. In terms of messages from the universe, you have every day is a fresh new start. So let's get into some specifics of these messages with the tarot cards. These are larger tarot cards, so a little difficult to shuffle in rifle style fashion. All right, so with whale song resonating, you get the Tower, Three of Wands, and this meditation card that is unique to this deck, that basically kind of calls for you to take some time for yourself. And with a Tower situation, I can see why. So in terms of standing your ground, let's see what you get. We have Ace of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. It's interesting. And every day being a fresh new start. Let's see what you get there. Seven of Wands, which is also a concept of standing your ground. King of Cups, Five of Wands. Interesting. All right. So let's get into these cards. With the resonating whale song, you have the Tower, the Three of Wands, and this special meditation card. It seems for some of you, if you have not already experienced some type of shock to your system, when it comes to like you expanding out, being known in your community, or making a name for yourself in your community, and this kind of indicates that maybe that might come about. But let's clarify the Tower here. You have the King of Swords. So it seems that for some of you, if you've already had this kind of Tower experience, you're really being a little bit more reasonable, fact-based, getting some analysis going on. And for others that have not quite resonated, or sorry, experienced the Tower, then the King of Swords is almost an indication that how you've been going about things has been a little kind of too cut and dry. And maybe you're not really seeing the options or the potential of something through the eyes of a child. You're not letting little nuances affect you. And that's going to really lead to this Tower moment. So let's see what the Three of Wands is about. You have the Queen of Cups. With the whale song and resonating, the Queen of Cups does seem to be an appropriate card in that it's finding the music that really kind of connects you to others. The imagination, the emotion that drives us all in connecting with others. So it seems that for some, it almost doesn't matter when this Tower moment took place. You're going to be kind of going back and forth between emotional yanks and then trying to be very kind of cut and dry about things. So let's see what this meditation card kind of brings with us. It's slightly like the Four of Cups, but without the bad attitude. It's more of having like a place of Zen, kind of like the Temperance card, which is your card. And really just taking some time. It's almost as if it's telling you how to deal with those moments of being yanked emotionally and then needing to refocus. Kind of just take some time out. And this whale song resonating could be even like, what is it? Like meditating to music, sound therapy. So let's take a look at this meditation card. You have Page of Cups, which is about seeing the world through the eyes of a child. So for those of you who are kind of feeling displaced, not sure kind of where you're going, trying to kind of move forward in terms of your success in your career, in personal development, then I would say take some time to meditate. Envision what you want. Let your imagination go and see the world through the eyes of a child and really kind of feel what moves you. Maybe look into kind of sound therapy. So here with the Stand Your Ground in the mountains, you have this Ace of Cups. You also have the Ten of Cups. But then you have this Five of Pentacles here, which kind of indicates, I don't see any other pentacles laid out here yet. So let me clarify. Nope. No other pentacles. So it seems like this is a limiting mindset, a sense of looking at what you kind of aren't accomplishing and don't have. with the stand your ground, it is kind of being firm, but I can't imagine it's just be firm and thinking that you don't have what you need. But with the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Cups, you have the beginning of the suit and you have the end of the suit, which is basically love, feelings, emotions, having kind of joy, happiness, bliss, and the ability to share that with others. Five of Pentacles is kind of feeling displaced, not having a home. So let's look at that. I'm staring at the Tower. Maybe it's your post-Tower moment, but you have Two of Cups, which is about making decisions for the long term, being committed, being able to give, being able to receive, having a sense of reciprocity, and wanting to be the best version of yourself and having that reflected in others. So let's look at the Ace of Cups. You have the Two of Pentacles, which is about kind of negotiations. It can be about work-life balance and, you know, doing a lot of things. But for you, it's a sense of, I feel it's a sense of you negotiating. It could be you negotiating your sense of happiness versus someone else's sense of happiness, your sense of being happy with what you have versus what you don't have. So let's take a look at the Ten of Cups over here. You have Luminary, which is interesting because this card is also a bonus card in this deck. So for the initial layout, this is the Cosmo Beings tarot deck, and you had the bonus meditation card, and this here is the Monstero travel tarot deck, and you have the bonus card of the Luminary. The Luminary is basically someone who gets their energy from the sun and the moon, really embraces their light and their dark aspects of themselves. So here with the Ten of Cups, it's kind of indicating like grasping that. So with the Ace of Cups, with this Two of Pentacles, what you might be negotiating is your light and your dark. And that can be kind of however you see it. It might be the King of Swords here, which is interesting. Swords are associated with the element of air, which is thought, problem solving. It's more of a masculine energy, more active, assertive. And then you, with the Queen of Cups here, the Queens are associated with the element of water, and Cups are associated with the element of water. So this is like water and water, whereas the King of Swords is air and air. So it almost is, if you're trying to work those together, a sense of being driven by your emotions and your connections versus your thoughts and your reason analysis. And really it is kind of saying, these cards are kind of saying, look at things through the eyes of a child. Don't have fixed beliefs about how things should go or need to be, really kind of embrace kind of all potential outcomes. But here with this mountains card, the stand your ground, it's interesting. You have the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Luminary down here, the clarifying cards. So it's not an either or, it's an and. You can have this and that. You can be happy and not have money. You can be happy and have money. And you can also connect with someone emotionally and be the key issue, not the key issue, the key factor that keeps things good on an emotional level is communication. And that's swords. That's the element of air. So let's go over here with every day is a fresh new start. You have the Seven of Wands, King of Cups, and Five of Wands. Seven of Wands is kind of feeling that you are being tested. And you really have to stand your ground. You have a sense of, this is what I believe and this is what the truth is. With the Five of Wands, it's kind of like growing pains. So here you can see with the Seven of Wands, that look on this Cosmo being's face. And the Five of Wands here, it's like people just don't know what the heck's going on. You're like looking at the other person. This could be you, and this could be your dealings with other people. It also could be both. And with the King of Cups here, this King of Cups is a cool cucumber. Can connect with people with emotion, with their heart. If there's conflict, they're steady, they're supportive, and they just roll with it. They don't get really stuck in this is the way it needs to be, and this is the this is, you know, my expectation. You have to stick to it. The King of Cups is a very good blend of the air on air, King of Swords, and the water on water, Queen of Cups. So it seems that, you know, Sagittarius, it seems like maybe you've got kind of conflicts going on around you, feeling backed into a corner. You really want to grow, expand, connect, and things are really just not going your way, or haven't been. But you're gonna have a fresh new start. And let's have a fresh new start. Let's take a look at this Seven of Wands here. You have the Two of Swords. So you always have, here it's a decision that needs to be made. You need to make a decision. You're gonna probably not like the outcome, and you not making a decision is probably giving you that angst, that feeling of, you know, being examined, tested, questioned. It's almost as if you're doing it to yourself. So just make a decision based on the facts that you have. If you are kind of confident and able to look around you, look at your intuition, then feel free. But either way, just make the decision. let's look at the Five of Wands, which is kind of like minor annoyances, conflicts. You have the Page of Wands. So I would just say, in terms of if there are conflicts with other people, or if there, I guess regardless if it's kind of disagreements with other people, conflicts, butting heads, or if it's yourself not able to figure out what your priorities are, just kind of look at things through the eyes of a child again, and not in an immature way, but looking at the potential, being curious, wanting to explore different things. Maybe all options are good options. All options are the best options. All options are crap options. But just being open to exploring things and not being afraid to kind of be out of the ordinary and express your thoughts. But I would say also, don't be stuck on your thoughts in terms of them being fixed and rigid, and not be open to the possibility of being wrong. Be open to the possibility of changing your mind. Let's take a look at the King of Cups. You have the Five of Cups. So you have the Five of Wands, you have the Five of Cups, you have the Five of Pentacles. You don't have the Five of Swords, which is great. But it is a sense of instability and kind of conflicts. It's something that's difficult for you to deal with. So it seems like this Tower moment is really almost any situation that doesn't go the way that you want or had expected. And having this kind of King of Cups view of things will really help you to not only deal with your own situations of loss, it'll help you identify it in others. So maybe that's why they're having, problems. Maybe that's why there's a conflict. It's because they're dealing with something that is underneath the surface. So that's why it's good to kind of look at things with a sense of curiosity and not expectations being met or not met. But it seems that even though the Temperance card isn't laid out here, that is your card for the tarot, it's as if this week is all about you figuring out that balance of reason, logic, and emotion, and really being able to embrace both aspects and create good things with it. Make decisions and resolve problems. So I'm hoping this provides a helpful perspective of your week to get a clearer view of things. Be sure to check out your readings for Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. We'll see you next time. Take care.